Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rory and today I'm coming to you with a new camera video. So for those of you who've been following the channel and have been around for a while, you'll know that I am a wedding and real estate filmmaker as well as a bit of corporate work. And my weapon of choice has been the Panasonic S5 for the last few years, ever since it came out. And before that I was using the GH5 series. So you could say that I've been using Panasonic for a very long time now. And recently at the start of January they announced the Panasonic S5 Mark II. Now, this camera, if you have been following along, the main advantage over the previous S5 is that it now has functional autofocus, now that they've put in phase detect autofocus, as well as a couple of other upgrades, such as the ability to record 6K open gate in 30 frames a second, and a few other little bits and pieces. But when it was first announced, I pre-ordered it. I have paid for this unit out of my own pocket. I pay for all my equipment out of my own pocket. I haven't been given anything, and if I ever am given anything, I will be sure to let you know in the video before I review it. But in this one, basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to unbox it. So I've literally just gone into town and picked this up. I got a call this morning that it arrived. So yeah, we're gonna unbox it together and get some first impressions. So yeah, let's unbox this camera together and we'll get our first impressions and yeah, see what we think. So right from the outset, very similar packaging to all of the other Panasonic S series. Even going back to the GH5, they've used this these dark boxes, and I think it's quite elegant. When you look at some of the other packaging that's out there, particularly say like the Sigma lenses, which look like they are from a dollar shop from the 1980s. Yeah, I think that Panasonic does a really good job of basically with their packaging and how it looks. So let's open it up and have a look. So you've got the warranty information right at the start, and it looks like a quick start guide. And you need to basically concertina these boxes open. So that is the camera, and I'll unwrap that in just a second. You got a strap, which goes in the bin. You have charging and a battery. Interestingly, there's no charger in this box. Box contains camera body, body cap, hot shoe cover, cover for battery grip, shoulder strap, battery pack, AC adapter, USB connection cable. So it's got... There you go. Apparently Panasonic has now gone down the route of Apple and they're no longer including a charger in the box, which is pretty shit. If you are a cameo... I know that a lot of people are going to be upgrading from the original S5 to this, but one of the things that Panasonic are trying to do is they're trying to get people to switch from other systems to the Panasonic system. Now, if you're switching from Sony or Canon, which do include chargers with their cameras, and you're going to a Panasonic system, and the only option that you're given out of the box is to plug a USB cable into the camera to charge it, how are you going to charge multiple batteries at once? How are you going to have one on the charger while you are shooting with the other one? That is a big mistake by Panasonic, and I think that they have dropped the ball massively there. I hope that when the S5 2X comes out that they include a charger with that, but that's really annoying because that is not an expensive thing for them to add in. It's literally a little port with a couple of smart electronics in it to make sure it doesn't overcharge the battery, but that's a big miss by Panasonic, and I'm pretty annoyed with them at that. So yeah, but let's have a look at the camera body. So that's the camera body there. Right away you can tell that it is a lot more chunky. Actually, I'll just grab my another one. This has obviously got a cage on it, this one, but you can tell it is a lot more chunky, especially in the top there. It doesn't. This one's got the vent on the side and underneath, which allows for some active cooling, and they're about the same weight, and this one's got a cage on it. So yeah, definitely more chunky, more beefy. That's not necessarily a bad thing. One of the annoying things about the old S5 was that it didn't have enough weight in it, and that would by not having as much weight in it, it actually meant that you couldn't get as stable footage. So hopefully with a bit more weight in it, once you put a heavy lens on, the stabilization will be a bit better as well. Yeah, looks really nice. Already dusting. No, I won't do that. Yeah, I mean, it looks very similar to the S5. The other thing I'm noticing is these eyelets, which the straps normally go in. Normally I've taken all mine off the other ones, but normally a new camera will have these jangly things that make a lot of noise and they're a pain in the ass to get off. But yeah, this one doesn't have that, so that's actually a lot better. I would imagine that the cages that they release will fit around those as well. But yeah, I mean, in the hand it feels just like an S5. It feels very comfortable. It's a nice compact size. So yeah, I've actually got I've got a whole bunch of weddings coming up in the next few weeks. I will be testing it out as I go, and I'll be releasing videos on this camera as I'm learning more about it. Probably starting with a setup video for video production as well as for photo production. So if you're interested in those, keep an eye out, follow along. I'll release those probably in the next few weeks. But yeah, that's basically the unboxing of the S5. I guess initial thoughts. I'm a bit disappointed that it doesn't come with a charger. I've got plenty of chargers. You can actually probably see behind me, I've got a wall of chargers. So it doesn't affect me, but I think that for the average user, especially given Panasonic have been quite vocal about trying to get market share from other camera companies, to not include a charger, I think is really dumb. I don't know who was behind that decision, but I would question whether they belong staying at Panasonic, because I think that was a very poor decision on Panasonic's part. But yeah, I hope you guys found that useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!